everybody, welcome back to our happy place. My name is C. I'm the owner of CLM Custom Designs. I'm on Etsy. You can find a link to my Etsy store in the description below. Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you're new. Come on in, take a seat, and let's get ready to learn something. Today I am working on some car air fresheners. And this is what they look like. They come blank on both sides. They have the hole, as you can see, as well as the string to hang them from your rearview mirror. The particular process that I'm going to use today is called sublimation. So for that, I'm going to go into my Silhouette Design Studio. I'm going to go into the library. As I mentioned, this is a design that I have created before, so it's already here saved for me. I'm going to double click on it, and there it is. You see so many on one page because I've created them in different sizes for different things. So a coaster, the air freshener, a magnet, etc. So that's why I have so many on one page. All I'm going to do is make sure I have the right one. Yep, right measurements, 4 by 3.5. And so, oh no, that's not the right one. Down here, 2.6 by 3.9. That is the one for the air freshener. Anything on the mat will print. So I'm pulling everything else off the mat. Typically, I do a full page like you see on there so that I don't waste the paper, because the paper comes at 11 by 17. And so I try to fill it all up. Now I am going to hit print. Make sure it's within the lines, hit print again. Choose my printer, which is going to be my Epson 15000, and hit print and print. And I will see you when it's done. While it's printing, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sublimation. So sublimation is a little bit different than vinyl. So what it is, based on the name sub, it means it's kind of infused into the product. So with vinyl, you can kind of feel it. It has a texture to it. But with sublimation, it is completely smooth. It just feels like it's a part of the garment itself. In this case, a part of the air freshener. It won't have any other feeling to it. So what that requires, though, is for whatever you're putting the sublimation on, it has to be at least 65% polyester, because the coating in polyester is able to accept the sublimation ink. These are actually 100% polyester. That will get you the best result. But you can get results with some things that are 65% or higher. So my recommendation is, if you find something that you think is high enough quality to sublimate on, I would just go ahead and test a little portion of it just to make sure that it will accept the ink in all its vibrant colors just the way you want to. So, you know, test it out, trial and error. Sometimes those that are lower will still take it, but it'll come out with a more vintage look, not quite as crisp or bright, but it still looks pretty good. So we are going to do, like I said, these car coasters. And when we're finished, we're actually going to add a scent to it too. But anyway, also with sublimation, you do have to have a special printer. You can't just use a regular printer. As I mentioned earlier, I did buy an Eco Tank, and I converted it into a sublimation printer. And what that simply means is that the ink that came with the printer, I did not use it. I bought special sublimation ink off of Etsy. And then I put that inside my printer, and that allowed it to be a sublimation printer. So, and you also need special sublimation paper. It's a special kind of paper that will accept that ink and transfer it onto whatever object it is that you're putting it onto. My printer I got from Staples, my paper I got from Etsy, as well as these blanks I got from Amazon. So just kind of do your homework, find out where you can get things at for the best costs, and you'll be good to go. Let me go over here and grab this paper. Design is all printed out. I got my 4 girls with the bun. And you'll notice when you're doing sublimation printing, you have to mirror it or print it out backwards. When you press it, it comes out properly. So I am just going to cut these out. So that I can get them ready to be sublimated. Also, for sublimation, it has to be pressed on 400 for 60 seconds to get you the maximum amount of release from this paper onto whatever the product is that you're using. Very interesting thing about sublimation as well is that white does not come out in sublimation. So any picture that has white in it, not going to be good to use. But like in the case with this, you see the white kind of behind there. But the thing is, the other colors that are going to print onto the car freshener will make the white show, because it'll be in between the colors, if you understand what I mean. So we are ready. And basically all I have to do is kind of size my design up to make sure that it is all fitting on here. I'll do that to both sides. I will tape it down, and then I will take you over to the heat press. So I'll be back. Okay, I have taped them all up, and now they are ready for the heat press. This tape that you see me use here is heat resistant tape, so that it doesn't melt when it goes under the press. So it's a special kind of tape. And the reason why I tape it is because you don't want the image to move, because if it moves, it'll blur or have some ghosting on it, so we don't want that. So again, they're all taped, they're ready to go. I plugged in my heat press. It's at 400. We're going to do each side for 60 seconds, which is a minute, and we are going to cover it because we do not want it to bleed, because what happens is the image will come through the paper and get onto my heat press. I don't want that, so we are going to cover it with paper when we go to press it. So we are headed over to the press, and I will take you right there. Okay, we are back. I got a sheet of paper, which we call blowout paper, so any of the ink that blows out, or butcher paper. It comes in a big roll in Sam's Club, but all I'm going to do is stick the air fresheners in between here. We will, like I said, do a press 60 seconds on one side. We'll flip it over. We'll do 60 seconds on the other side. The pressure should be kind of medium. You can check it out just to see whether we need to add. That's probably good right about there. Got my blowout paper, and so there we go. I'm gonna grab my heat gloves because it is extremely hot when it comes off this press. And so you want to have something to protect your hands. I've been burnt several times. So you got to be careful, because the tape also is hot when you're going to take that off. So I'm going to press that for 60 seconds on one side, 60 seconds for the other side, and then I will be back to show you the results. Okay, we are ready for the unveiling. They have cooled down a bit. So let's see what we got here. Here we go. The other thing I failed to mention is that please make sure you put the design the right way, because it will be nothing like having one going one way and one going the opposite direction. But it turned out really well. Do what you love. Do what you love. So actually turned out really great. Let's check this other one. And I anticipated looking just as good, and it does. So they turned out great. All I have to do now is add the scent, but let me show you what I mean. So you can see from the paper how faded it is. Initially when I showed you the print, it was kind of vibrant, but now it's faded. So that means that it was a good transfer onto the freshener. And I don't know if you can see here or not, but the reason why we use blowout paper, you see that ink that kind of has transferred onto this paper. If we didn't have the paper there, then that would be on my heat press, and then everything I pressed after that would have that design on it. So not something that we want. So now basically I sell these without a scent, because some people want them without a scent, or I sell them with a scent. And so this person ordered one with a lavender scent and one with a peppermint scent. And so I just need to get the scents on there. So I like the Guru Nanda scents. You can get these at Rite Aid or Walmart, but this is the preference, and these were on sale for $7.49. They typically run about double that. So what I need to do is to open it up. And basically you just shake a little bit onto each side. Or you could use, I could take this off and use a little dropper. So we'll just see how it goes. If it comes out okay, I won't. Yep, it's coming out pretty good, so I don't need a dropper. The great thing about these is when the scent wears off, you can re-scent them. They can just get some oil and add it right to that. Okay. So that was the peppermint. I am going to add the string on here. I'm not going to tie a knot because they can do it and on the length if they want it to hang from their rear view mirror. But they can tie the knot. I want to slip it back in the bag. And then it is all ready to go. I just need to package it up. Woo! That peppermint is opening me right on up. Smells really good. And now I will do the lavender, same exact way. Drop some of those oils on there. Ooh, that smells good too. That reminds me of bath time. Okay, I have printed the packing slip, which shows them what they ordered with the colored picture. I printed my receipt that I keep, and I attached my post office label with it. I have everything already packaged and labeled. This is the lavender one. This is the peppermint one. I've included my card. On the back, I've informed them about my YouTube channel. So I'm going to stick these inside the padded envelope. I am going to put in there their packing slip that I always write thank you on there with an exclamation point and a heart. Fold that up. I am going to include that inside. And then we'll fold it again. Okay. Stick that inside there. I also include a thank you card for their support and also asking them to please leave some feedback on my Etsy store. So I will include that. I will fold it down because it's an awfully good label. Self-adhesive, so I will just fold its own sticky part over. And it's ready to go. I also print my label through Etsy. So I will stick that on there. And it is ready to go. I have made up cute little stickers. Usually I have something to say thank you for your order, but I just realized I'm out. But this says please do not bend. This says I am fragile, be gentle. I typically will stick one of those on there as well, so that the post office is kind to the package. And it's just, I think, a little extra touch for when the customer sees it. They just, to me, shows that you put a little extra thought, a little extra love into it. And if for some reason the package does come bent, dented, folded, at least they'll know that you have tried to prevent it by putting these lovely stickers on there. And so now it is all ready to go to the post office, which my husband will drop off in the morning. That's it for tonight, people. I appreciate you sharing this moment with me. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you don't miss any of my content that comes out. You will find me on YouTube every Monday with new content at 4:30 coming out. So if you learned something today and you feel as though someone else could benefit from it, please share this video with them. But in the meantime, be safe, everybody.